Wentworth Castle Garden has been looked after by the National Trust since 2019. There are 500 acres to explore and it is South Yorkshire's only Grade 1 registered landscape. It has a great playground for children and there is the usual cafe. It also has facilities for wheelchair and those with limited mobility. So it's an early Sunday morning, the end of May, and this is Wentworth Castle Gardens in Barnsley, South Yorkshire. It's a National Trust property. And I'm having a lovely walk around. At this time of year, this place is really at its peak of beauty and it has to be seen. So I would advise anyone that's got an interest in nature to come and have a look for themselves. It really is a magnificent place, and the rhododendrons here and azaleas are quite spectacular, and there's still some waiting to come out. Now just have a look at this bush here now. And in the distance, that is what's known as the Earl's Seat, and you've got a beautiful view across the fields. I'll take you there soon. It's actually 10 to 8 in the morning, so it's still early and there's no visitors in here. As we go around the corner, you get your first glimpse of Stainsborough Castle, which is in fact ruins. It was built as a folly for his children. It's now a little bit of a ruin, but you can still go up one of the towers, and it's where people like to come and have picnics. So I'll walk you up there and you can have a look inside the actual grounds itself. You can really see why this is popular with visitors. Oops. Oh, this is a bit steep to climb, but we'll give it a go. For me anyway. And here we go. So this is Wentworth Castle, ideal picnic spot if you come to visit Wentworth Castle Gardens. And there's a beautiful chicken wandering around. I think he's lost his home, but I'm sure he'll find his way back there. What a lovely specimen he is. She is, I should say. It's a chicken, not a cockerel. Oh, no, second thoughts. I've just heard him crow. That was a cockerel. Now we're going to head down to the fernery. And look at these beautiful blue poppies. Aren't they just fantastic? How beautiful are those? I don't think that I personally have ever seen blue poppies before. They are just gorgeous. There's lots of paths you can walk up. See different things around every corner. And there's lots of wood stacked, which is a good habitat for different sorts of wildlife. That's rather a good bundle of wood there. In a circle, and I've come back to the blue poppies. Can't get over how breathtaking they are. So we're going to carry on our walk down, past some rhododendrons. Walking down, and as we get to the corner we get to the next monument, which is the Sun Monument. Let's just see. And this is to the memory of Right Honourable Lady Mary Wortley Montagu, who in the year 1720 she introduced inoculation for the smallpox virus into England. Wow, so she was obviously a very important lady. Everywhere you look at the moment, there's just a height of vivid colour. Look at the colour of that one. Absolutely just lovely. And this structure is Archer's Hill Gate. It's not used anymore, it's all padlocked up. But what amazing piece of structure it is. If you look across the fields, it's hard to believe this actually comes under Barnsley. And this is known as the Earl's Seat. It's a beautiful place to sit and just look at the stunning view ahead of you. So quiet, except for the birds. As we go up here, this is a viewing platform for one of the formal gardens, which is the Victorian garden, and it's all just been ready to plant up for the summer. When all the flowers in, it's going to be absolutely spectacular. So today I'm just walking around the gardens, but there are acres and acres of parkland to explore as well, with other monuments in for you to look at. There's the Rotunda, there's the Argyle monument. It's definitely worth going to view. And there's also an obelisk, can't even say the word. So now we're going to the entrance to the Victorian flower garden. But it's all locked up at the moment because the site isn't open yet for public. Absolutely beautiful. When you're out this time in the morning, there's wildlife everywhere. I've seen numerous squirrels, just seen a couple of rabbits running around. I don't think I've ever seen quite so many rhododendrons in one place. Wentworth Castle Gardens is actually very famous for its rhododendrons. It's a grade 1 listed garden, and there's a couple of rhododendrons that you actually only find here. Now we're walking into another part of the famous Wentworth Castle Gardens, and that's the Union Jack Garden. Called Union Jack because it is done into the shape of a Union Jack. And if you was to put a drone up top, you would actually see the formation of the Union Jack. And we're going into the centre, which has some lovely seating and a tree in the middle. And different parts of the garden are done for different things. So students of Northern College, I have plans for a sensory garden in this segment. So you can see each one's got different lines. So we're going to walk down to this one. This takes us down near the conservatory and the house. See, now this segment is being redesigned by volunteers from Wentworth Castle. So they've got plans for that segment, which is fantastic, that different people are doing different things here. Now we're walking down here and we're coming to the conservatory and the actual house. The house isn't looked after by the National Trust. It's actually run by Barnsley Council, and it's a college, Northern College. I'm just going to take you down here and show you the view from the other part of the house and show you the Corinthian temple.
Split 1. Split pace. 28 minutes. 51 seconds per mile.
So that's the other side of the house. And this is the Corinthian temple. And that's also got a lovely wooden bench in for anyone to come and have a sit down and just enjoy the view. So if I pan it round, that's the view from this seat. Rather spectacular, don't you think? And ahead of us is the conservatory, which will all be shut up at the moment because the site's not open just yet.